Hey guys, it's Kneon. I'm going to pop in here real quick because we just recorded a video about Black Widow and what's going to be going on with its release, and it turns out that they are officially delaying the movie. It's definitely not coming out on May 1st. We don't know when it's going to come out or if it's going to come out on digital. We don't know yet. Just wanted to pop in and give you that update before we continue the video. Alright guys, welcome back to CLOWNFISH TV. This is Kneon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we've got all kinds of rumors and confirmation of changes that will be happening to Hollywood because of that thing we can't talk about.
Yes.
You know what thing it is, right? Everybody's talking about it. We can't talk about it because YouTube, for some reason, won't let every channel talk about it.
Yeah. Well, is it going to matter soon? Because apparently they're sending everybody home and they're just going to let their algorithm, you know, rate all the channels. And
yeah, the bots
and
are
they even admitted, oh, a lot of people are going to get, you know, demonetized for things they shouldn't be demonetized for. But, you know, we don't care. So there you go.
Yeah, there we go. So anyway, we're going to talk about what's going on here in Hollywood. Some big releases are possibly going to come to home video sooner than, much sooner than expected. They're going to skip theatrical release. That is...
Yeah, I know. I'm like, who mentioned that could be a possibility? We did?
Possibly, maybe, possibly. And also there is confirmation. That at least Birds of Prey and a few other movies are going to be coming to home video early. We saw this with The Rise of Skywalker. It was only a couple days early, but Birds of Prey's only been out for like 6 weeks.
I knew that the director was campaigning for this yesterday, and I was like, that's funny. And then they did, and they're like, oh, well, maybe some people will actually watch our movie. We can recoup some of our costs because we didn't actually do well. But they're number 4 for the year behind Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah, so this is what's going to be interesting, right? We're, you know, it's kind of like with Netflix. We're not going to know how popular or how much money the movies actually make anymore.
Right. Not, at least not this year.
Not this year. And again, you know, we're wondering, is the box office ever going to actually rebound? Because people might get used to being able to watch these big releases at home, and then they're just not going to go to theaters anymore.
This is going to kill theaters.
It is. It's going to definitely the mom and pop theaters. They were already kind of holding on by their fingertips, and now, you know, the bigger chains might even be like, yeah, it's not really worth it. And the studios might be like, we can pocket more money. We can get the money sooner. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's going to change everything. So before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We're over 100,000 subs. Thank you for that. Woo! We're going to try to keep you informed and entertained during this unprecedented chain of events, a series of very unfortunate events. I'm not talking about Birds of Prey coming to home video sooner. Actually, I might check it out. I might actually check it out.
Yeah, well, that's what they're hoping for. People who weren't watching in the theaters, they're hoping if we put it on, you know, home release, well, digital release, that people will actually check it out. So, but interestingly enough, didn't you say on some of these movies are talking that they might make the tickets more? Or the cost of the digital?
Yeah.
I said if it was me, how are they going to offset the cost of the tickets? Well, they'll just make it more expensive. Like, you can get it, you can watch it in the theater when it comes out, or you can get it early and watch it at home, but you have to pay like twice as much. I would joke, like, what, $10 a person or something? I joked.
Yeah, so that's in regards to movies that haven't come out yet. Now, we do know that a couple of other movies like Emma and Trolls World Tour are coming out Friday, as early as Friday, and yeah, it's going to be an in-demand rental for $20.
Okay, so they're not actually like, you can't even own them, it's just going to be rental.
Rental.
Okay.
So this is what's going on. So this is like
so
pay-per-view.
That's what they're all going to be, is rentals now.
Pay-per-view, yeah.
And then later you can get to buy the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, hey, you're still going to pay that at the theater anyway for some of these movies, so...
Yeah, so Trolls World Tour opened over the weekend in Singapore.
You know, whenever you say Singapore, my kids start singing that.
In Malaysia to a lackluster $200,000. Well, I don't think they're really flocking to the theaters over there either. So anyway, the rumor is that they're thinking about doing this with Black Widow, which would be very interesting because it is a Marvel movie. This is a major release.
I don't know. I thought they would do it with Mulan before they would do it, because this is not supposed to come out for a while yet. This is May.
Right.
So I thought they would do it with Mulan before they would do it with Black Widow.
Well, the difference is I think people, they know, like Disney knows that people will spend money for Black Widow, but they might not spend the money for Mulan, because Mulan at this point is effectively pissing off everybody for various reasons, various decisions with the movie, and now we even had complaints that the movie is too white. because people working on the movie were white.
Thing.
You know, despite the fact that they actually went through China to make this movie, and it's, you know, I don't know.
They complain about something for everything.
Yeah, I'm more upset about Mushu and Li Shang not being in it. I mean, that's my personal feeling on it. So this is a rumor. This is coming from 4chan, but it does.
Okay.
I'm just saying, look,
but you know, hey, I believe it, because this is what we were talking about too.
It's completely anonymous. 4chan's completely anonymous, and a lot of the leaks and stuff, you know, I think with even Rise of Skywalker, I think they originated on 4chan, or they originated on Reddit, or Reddit got it from 4chan, but, you know, people spill their guts because there's no
one's
blowback.
Gonna know. And this is what we were talking about, which is ironic. We were talking about this exact thing before it started leaking out in places.
So here we go. This is coming from a 4chan poster. I'm here so I don't lose my job for breach of NDA.
Yeah,
Very
this
smart.
would be NDA breach.
With constant updates for the thing we can't talk about in the future up in the air for movies and media, I'm here to spill the tea. I just have my contract with Disney for the Black Widow merchandise art postponed indefinitely. I have worked on both movie posters and cover art for the 3 ad promos plus Disney Plus.
Well, that kind of, but wait a minute, that's awfully specific information.
That is awfully
specific. I was like, I don't want to get in trouble for my NDA, but here's a bunch of very specific information.
This narrows it down to like 3 or 4 people.
I was thinking that. I was like, wait a minute.
It's like, who did we sign up to do the art for Black Widow?
That has an NDA. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. So we were originally told the movie was still being released on May 1st. However, 9 days ago, we were also told to redo everything for November 6th, 2020. Today, we were told it will depend on how the fans, WTF, react to the news of pushbacks and how The Rise of Skywalker performs being released early. It was only a couple days early.
It wasn't like a big deal. That one wasn't a big deal at all.
Yeah, so that's right, everyone. Rise of Skywalker is a test for Black Widow being released on streaming as well as Disney Plus. To add to this, we're also commissioned 3 days ago before being put on hold ourselves with commissioning a new poster for Disney Plus for Black Widow. They wanted 2 versions, one with just the characters and the second with the price logo put in, $39.99 for 24-hour streaming.
About $10 a person, which I said.
Yep, $10 a head.
And that was before we even knew about this.
Before we could finish anything, we were told to stop everything. So now our company is waiting around for news on what to do next. The leaker says that Disney and Marvel Studios are thinking about releasing the film on Disney Plus.
I wouldn't do Disney Plus. If I were them, I would go the digital route and get your money.
That's the problem. If they dump everything on Disney Plus, like I think all the people who have Disney Plus have Disney Plus. All the people who want it have it.
Yeah.
You're not going to get any extra money.
A lot of people are like trying not to spend money. They're trying to cancel things to try to save money because they don't know how long this is going to last. Because now they're saying it could go July or August. I don't know. We don't know. It's all a big hole. We don't know.
Yeah, and the problem is so many people could be out of work because it's going to be a domino effect, right?
Mm-hmm.
They shut businesses down. You know, those people obviously are going to be out of work, but then the businesses that service those businesses, and then everybody tightens their belt, and then other businesses go out, and $40 to watch Black Widow streaming for 24 hours seems like a pretty high price at that point.
Yeah, because they're probably figuring it's safe because you're not going to, like, you know, they're not going to put it up there and you're going to call your friends over to come watch it, you know, where you have 20 people in your house watching it for $40 because everybody's trying to stay away. They're trying to stay away from their friends. So they figure it's the best time because whether you have 2 people or 5 people in your household, either you're paying the same price. And that's a lot more for 2 people than it would have been to go to the theater.
Yeah, so they said that is it going to be released or on in theaters or on Disney Plus? I can tell you for 100% they're planning both. Will this release in theaters or on Disney Plus? I can tell you 100% they're playing for both at this time. The fact they have to do a mock-up for Disney Plus art screams, this is what will be the go-ahead. Believe me or not, but the studio, theaters, everyone needs a heads up on what Disney is about to do. Everything is hush-hush for this exact reason. We've been speculating.
Yes, we've been saying this.
The leaker then details that 2 of the film stars do want the film. They do want the film to be released on Disney Plus, claiming it would make history. This is not a good history, though, because I'm telling you what's going to happen. Now, this is gossip. We also heard 2 of the stars of the film are wanting this released now and are wanting to be the first big-budget movie ever to release this way to make history, which does seem like a smart idea for them. Everyone would always remember Black Widow for this, but that's the kiss of death for movie theaters.
Yeah, well, not just that, though. I mean, they're not going to make the money back on Disney Plus because you're going to get some people subscribing, but basically you're giving them a movie release for their $7 a month subscription service, or will it be one of those pay-per-view where you have to pay extra?
I think it's going to be a pay.
Or is they going to start releasing movies, but you have to pay you pay $40 a month and you get new releases?
Or do they have that functionality built into Disney Plus? That
I don't know. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Would they have that functionality built into it yet?
Vudu can do it. You can do it through Vudu. You can rent movies, but
I don't know if Disney has that planned, unless they thought ahead, which they might have. But I don't think they were. I don't want to say that's smart, but that's not what I mean. But I don't think they were thinking that way.
Yeah,
is what I'm looking for. So that would be something that you'd have to have a completely different functionality for. So I don't know if they could do it, but if they just put on the basic Disney Plus, people could just watch the new release for $7 a month.
So is this when they're going to have Disney Plus Plus?
We were joking about that before.
Disney Plus Plus, all the new releases, $50 a month, and you get everything.
We were joking. They're going to start making the Marvel shows and the Star Wars shows on a different Disney Plus Plus, and then this will be Disney Plus Plus Plus, where you get the theatrical releases too. $100 a month, you get everything. Kind of thing. We were joking.
Something's up. The problem is, again, with them doing this, and I can see it being a short-term thing, but if this thing drags out for months, which people are saying it very possibly could, that's going to be the kiss of death. There are some big theater chains that are hanging on. Of course, the mom and pop theaters aren't doing well. And at this point, you're basically just taking away another reason for people to go to the movie theater. I mean, theaters are already hurting because of Netflix and staying at home, and everybody's got, big ass TVs and surround sound.
They're arguing this is a temporary measure. They even said that this isn't a blanket policy for NBC Universal's entire slate for 2020. They're just doing it for now. But they say that. But then if it turns out that it really gets them net some money and they don't have a lot of the headaches, they might start wanting to do it more and more. And it's still, even then, depending how long the shutdown lasts, they might have to going forward because theaters go out. We don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I mean, this reminds me of, and I'll tell you, because I'm old and I remember all this stuff. This reminds me of what happened with arcades. What killed arcades was that the consoles at home finally caught up to what was available in the arcade. There was no reason to go to the arcade anymore and pay a quarter, 50 cents, $1, for a couple minutes of a game when you could buy the game for $50 at home and it was superior to the version in the arcade.
Well, who's laughing now? Because there are special retro arcades that charge a flat rate, and then you can spend 2 hours there for $30 or whatever. So they're making more money that way.
People want that. They want that again. I think that's what could possibly happen. If movie theaters actually go out of business, for the most part, they have become sort of a niche thing, and you've got, people actively seeking out movie theaters to recreate that experience.
All I keep thinking of was the guy at Goodwill who was laying all the records across the floor, made a big show of it. But he was literally dressed in retro clothes he bought at Goodwill.
Oh, the hipster.
And then he laid the records across the floor so you couldn't walk through it. He made a big show of going through every record there. Like, look at me. Oh, when he came in, it was so funny. I actually said to you about it in my text, and he goes, watch him go for the record or the vinyl. And that's exactly what he did. It was glorious. But that's what we're expecting.
Yeah, I think it's going to be that movie theaters at that point, even after all this blows over, maybe they'll just become kind of like a retro novelty thing. And people will be like, hey, everybody, we're going to open a movie theater and run old 80s movies.
The hipsters from 10 years from now.
The hipsters 10 years from now that don't even remember movie theaters will be going to movie theaters to pretend like they lived through it.
I'll be going to Goodwill and spraying out the DVDs and the VHS tapes and being like,
Yeah, I just love this. But, I mean, this could be it. And malls are gonna, absolutely. I mean, malls were already on death's door, and they're gonna shut all the retail down.
Yeah, and we already talked about it. Yeah, because just yesterday they announced all this. It's interesting. And then Birds of Prey, I knew she was campaigning for it. Now it's going to be coming out. It's just interesting to me that this is all coming together, and we called it. We said this would happen.
That you can bury your failures in there too.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, because what's gonna happen, and we said, this virus is going to be a time-traveling virus. It's going to go back 6 months, and movies that failed 6 months ago, they're going to blame it on the malware, the human malware.
The human malware.
That's what people are using. No, they actually are using that.
Malware.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to say, oh yeah, my movie bombed in November. It's because of that thing we can't talk about. Went back in time.
Well, the very fact that we can't talk about it, what's that tell you? I mean,
I know, right?
It's ridiculous.
It's so
ridiculous.
stupid.
Everybody's talking about it across the whole damn world. This is stupid.
It's so stupid. The whole world has gotten very stupid. But yeah, the entertainment industry is going to be harder hit because, in times like this, because a lot of people don't have any historical reference, in times like this, extra stuff, perks, non-essentials, they get gone.
Right.
They get gone because people are trying to survive. So it'll be really interesting to see what Hollywood looks like on the other side.
Well, some of it, I think they need to learn some lessons. I think there's been a lot of arrogance as of late, especially with the way fandoms are treated and fans are treated. I think this will be a nice little lesson for some people to learn that maybe, you don't just get to print money because you think you can. So
yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
they got to hit to the box office before I learn nothing. So why, maybe this will be enough to make them learn something.
So we're gonna wrap this one up?
Yep.
Okay, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll keep an eye on the situation. You'll be able to buy Birds of Prey on digital if you're so inclined on March 24th.
Is that the key to buy the actual?
Rent it.
Is that renting it?
Rental.
Yeah, so I was saying
rental.
they're rentals. Okay.
It's a rental. I need to clarify that. Yeah, it's a $20 rental.
I'm not paying $20 to rent it. Sorry.
No.
I'll just wait till it comes out and buy it.
Or, HBO Max.
Yeah.
Or
I'm not
something.
paying $20. Sorry.
Yeah, so, all right. So we're going to wrap it up.
Yep.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.